Okay, my friends, here is what we are going to do today. We are going to mess around with a little Microsoft Excel. So if you don't know how to open it, you saw me down there. I just went down there and typed in Excel, and that opens up a blank sheet for us. And with that blank sheet, we are going to start creating some columns and some rows. Columns are these, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, blah, 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 blah. Double A, B. Okay. And then rows are the numbers. So the columns are the letters. The rows are the numbers. And what I'm going to do, I usually like to give me some space up there a little bit. So I am going to start there, and I am going to start naming our columns and rows here. So I'm going to start with item, and I'm going to go over and do number of items. And then you're going to see there, oh, hey, Mr. B, you're invading my space. So C is mad at B. What we need to do here is get the rows balanced out. What I like to do personally is go right in between them and then just double click. Click, click. And it automatically sorts it for you, which is lovely. Now what I'm going to do is fill in some more stuff, right? And Mr. C is now invading me. Okay, yeah, enough of Mr. and you guys are not in elementary school. Then I'm going to do subtotal, tax, and total is what you're going to end up with. And then maybe I'll even do a I don't know, like a running balance. So we'll do running balance, right? And so right now some of you guys are probably like, what are you even doing? So your assignment is here, right? And you are hosting a party. Party! And your parents are giving you $50. You need to choose between these things. You got to pick at least 10 of them. And choose what you want at your party, right? Everybody wang chung tonight. Everybody have fun tonight. All right, enough singing and being weird. So what I am going to do now is I want these all centered. And so to center those up, I'm just going to highlight them. I'm going to go right up here, and now I've centered them. Okay? The other thing I want to do is I want them bold because they're my titles. So I want those bold there. Bold and beautiful. Then what I want to do is I might here type in like beginning balance or something like that. So I just kind of know what we're starting with. So here I might just do that, and then again if I want to fix that out, I'll go with something like that, and I'm going to put $50 over here because that is my beginning balance. And now some of you guys may want the dollar sign on there and whatnot. Rather than typing it, right, if you just, I'm going to highlight the whole row, and I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to go to currency, right? Now it does it for me. Yeah, 50. And then any money or number, that I put in there, it automatically converts it to the dollar sign for us, which is quite nice. So now what I need to do is I need to decide what is my first item going to be. What am I going to buy? And a lot of you might be thinking, Mr. Mo, you're going to buy Cheez-Its because you love Cheez-Its. That's a very good guess. But I don't see Cheez-Its on the list. What is wrong with this, people? We need Cheez-Its on here. But anyway, there's no Cheez-Its. So looking at this, pizza rolls, that's a classic party snack. Gummy bears, you eat too many of those, you'll get diarrhea. So that's exactly what I'm gonna order here is the gummy bears. So I'm gonna do gummy bears, and I see that they cost $2.28, right? So I come back here. The item I am buying is gummy bears. Gummy bears, gummy. I think that was to the tune of Veggie Tales, if you were wondering. So I'm going to do gummy bears. And number of items, 1. The price, I have a short memory and a bald head. $2.28 on that price. So I'm going to come back here and do $2.28, $2.2, Now what can I do there if I want that to be money? And I do. Go up here, go to currency, money. So then I have the subtotal, right? And so you might be asking, okay, well, what's the subtotal? The subtotal would just be 228. But what we're going to talk about here are formulas. And with the formulas that you guys can do here, a formula always starts with an equal sign. So I am going to type in an equal sign here. There it is. And what this is doing is initiating a formula, but I'm doing it in the wrong spot, so I'm not going to do it right there. So I'm going to go here and type in the formula. Good. I think I paused it. No, I should lock my door whenever I'm doing that, but... Okay, back to what I was doing. Mr. Sheriff came in and interrupted me. I think a lot of you guys may know about this, but if you drag your deal to the side there and then go here, you can kind of get the best of both worlds. Here I chose the gummy bears, and so what I was telling you guys, we're going to do a formula. So I'm going to put the equal sign in there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, right, and you see it selects B4. And what I want to do is I want to take B4 and I want to multiply it, so that's that little star looking guy, and I want to multiply it by C4. And when I'm done, I will press enter, right? And you see now it figures the subtotal for me. And what's cool about that, and you know, when you guys get a little bit older and maybe you make budgets, or maybe you want to do it now and you want to budget stuff and have some spreadsheets. So now all I need to do is go up here, and whenever I change this number, so if I put 5 in there, it calculates the formula for it over here. It automatically multiplies it across. And so your worksheet can kind of be interactive and work along with you. So kind of cool. That's what I did there. So that's how you do that formula. Now for the tax, we got to figure in some tax. Okay, now it's time to figure out the tax. We're going to do another formula. So what we need to do there is start with the old equal sign. So we start with that equal sign, and we see over here that the tax is 4.25. So what we are actually going to do here is we are going to put that in as a percentage, so 0.0425, and then we are going to multiply it, right? And we're going to multiply it by D4 here, okay? And that's going to give us the tax. So I hit enter. And that gives us a tax of 10 cents, a dime, just a dime. And now let's figure the total. So to get the total, right, if we put our brains on, to get the total, we're going to go equal, and we're going to just go D4, and we're going to do a plus, E4, we're going to hit enter, and now we got the total, okay? So with tax, it's 238. Now with our running balance, what we want to do with the running balance is now we want to subtract, right? So we're going to go up here. Well, actually, we're going to go here, and we're going to type equal, do the equal sign. We're going to come up here to that big balance, and what we are going to subtract is the total. And we're going to hit enter. And that didn't work. Why did that not work? Oh, it didn't go in. Sorry. So I screwed that up. Redo. So I'm going to back it up. I'm going to come here. I'm going to do equal. Couldn't figure out why that didn't work. I'm going to go to equal sign, and what I forgot to do was come up here to G3 because I want to subtract G3, and what I want to subtract is right here in F4. Now when I hit enter, there we go, 4762. That sounds a lot better. And so that is kind of how you set up your formulas. And so let's say I want to get some queso dip. Love me some queso dip. Gummy bears and queso. Gummy bears and queso. Yo. Queso dip. Right? And I'm going to get 2 of these. Okay. And then the cost of queso dip was what? $3.98. So I'm going to type in $3.98. You're going to see that all of that transfers over the dollar signs. But here's what I want to do now. So I want my formulas to stick. I don't want to have to type in my formulas every time I do this. And so what you can do if you don't want to type in your formulas is click on this little cell there and go to this square, and then you can drag this down, and what that's going to do is it's going to put in formulas all the way through. So 2 queso dips cost $7.96, and if you click here you see the formula up there. I can do that here as well. There's actually a even better way. If you have formulas that are all right next to each other, you can select them all and then just drag down, right, and it does it for you. And again, if you change these numbers, it's going to affect what's over here. Every now and again you might get something that looks like that with a little hashtags. That just means that the cell's not big enough for it to compute the formula. That's what it means most of the time. And so if you double click on that, you'll be good. I am going to go in and enter some other stuff, and I will come back in a second. Alright, I'm back, and as you guys can see, I have filled in my chart a little bit more. I'm going to clear my contents here. So if I go here, and actually I'm just going to do it to here, and right click, and I can go to clear content, so it clears it out. You can see I've put in all my stuff and I'm left with 2 cents, right? So I did a pretty good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I used 10 items, which is what you guys are supposed to do. I'm going to go ahead and bold that. So that's what I've done there, and I'm down with 2 cents left. And again, you can go through and alter some of these numbers. If I hit Control and then tilde, you can see it will show me all of my formulas. Control and then the little tilde. So you can see your formulas if you want to, if you wanted to look into that mode. Other than that, all I want to do now is I want to name my document up here and list my my spreadsheet. So I'm going to name it Party Time. It's party time. Get in the pool. Party time. And what I want to do with party time is I'm going to highlight party time and maybe come about this far, right? And I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to center it, and I'm going to hit merge and center. And merge and center, you see what it does to those cells? It kind of makes it all one cell up there, right? And then I'm going to make that nice and big, right? Party time, get in the pool. And then I can give it a color to where it looks beautiful, okay? This, my friends, hopefully will introduce you to the beauty of Microsoft Excel. Throw a party when you're done. Bring Cheez-Its. Goodbye.